Have you ever found yourself asking, what am I going to do now? Traveling down the road of life, most people have a general idea of where they're going. Our lives are filled with the busyness of our day-to-day routines, work life, home life, friends, family, school, and the various activities that fill our schedules. We seldom stop to think about how our lives can change in the blink of an eye. Yet those moments inevitably find their way into our lives. Some days are simply frustrated by the interruption of the unexpected. But then, there are times when life is radically altered, bringing our daily patterns of living to a screeching halt.
My name's Chad Opal. I'm one of the co-founders of Neighbors in Need.
I'm Kathy Opal, and I am the co-founder of Edwardsville Neighbors in Need.
And my stepfather, Greg Seibert, is really one of the inspirations behind the organization.
I just got back into bow hunting, actually, the year of my accident. About 6:30 in the morning, I stood up to just kind of practice a shot, and as I did, I got a sharp pain in my right flank in my back. My right leg started to go numb. Before long, my left leg went numb.
I was getting ready to go out to have lunch with some girlfriends.
I immediately called my wife.
And when he called, I kept thinking, he kept saying, well, you don't have to cancel, you don't have to cancel. It's like, yes, I'm going to cancel because Greg is never sick and would never call me unless something was really wrong.
Called 911, they dispatched the fire department. A number of guys showed up and basically had to carry me out of the woods about a mile to the ambulance and on to the hospital. We went from there.
We had a great doctor at Anderson Hospital that said, you know, we have never seen this, and I think you need to go over to St. Louis University, so we're getting ready to transfer him.
They had a neurologist there on staff that was kind of, I guess had kind of read my situation in some textbooks, never had seen anything of this nature, because it's a very rare occurrence as to what happened.
Within that first week, when we started to realize that he wasn't just going to come right home and start walking again, and life wasn't going to be normal quite yet, we just felt completely helpless.
Well, it really was scary because he just kept getting more paralyzed and more paralyzed.
You know, it's just tragedy to see how one quick instance could really crush a family.
About 2 months, I still had no movement whatsoever from my waist down. So that's basically where I left the hospital and came home and started my rehabilitation.
We couldn't help him walk, we couldn't take away his pain, but we thought maybe if we could try to ease the financial stress a little bit, you know, it would take one little piece of their stress away.
How awesome would it be if we could help them out with $5,000 or $10,000?
We decided to throw a party and try to raise some money to help them do the things that they needed to do to their house to make it wheelchair accessible. And we thought, wouldn't it be great if we had an organization that's here year-round, that's ready to help families as soon as they have a problem and come build a wheelchair ramp when they need one, or help them with a medical procedure that insurance won't cover, to just be that little bit of financial help.
The bills just start coming in where you don't even think about all these different things that cost money, you know.
That night of the first event, the Moose was absolutely just crammed with people.
I was just totally shocked, and it just really took me back when I saw how many people turned out that night.
I just didn't know what to expect. And when you get there and there's all these people there, it's just, oh my gosh, you don't know what to say. Greg he was crying, I was crying.
Greg spoke a little that night. I think the entire place was in tears.
I kept telling everybody they couldn't be there for me, it must be for the band.
We had been to the Taste of Chicago and the Taste of St. Louis, and I guess we're a little bit inspired by that and thought there are so many great restaurants in Edwardsville and it's such a cool community that why don't we do a Taste of Edwardsville?
At the end of the night, it was over $40,000 in one night that the community came together to say, we know you're going through a tough time and we want to help you and your family as you guys are struggling to get back on your feet and just to know that people are here to help.
You know, we're growing and our name is getting out there, and I just want people to know us as an organization that can step in when crisis happens, the unexpected, and really come to rely on us for help.
I love this community, and there's so many great people here, so many great organizations. That was my inspiration to say, let's keep this in the Edwardsville community.
It's just overwhelming, the support that the community showed for this local family.
I guess they really were there for me, and the community really stepped up and made me feel good.
So what can you do? You can, first of all, attend or participate or even help out at one of our events, such as the Taste of Edwardsville, or other events that you can find listed on our website. You can also make a donation to Edwardsville Neighbors in Need on our website or at our events, knowing all the while that your generosity goes directly to support people in our community. And the last thing, we would like to encourage you to take the time and recognize the people around you as being neighbors. And when you see a neighbor that's in need, let us know about it. You can nominate someone to receive support on our website or encourage them to contact us directly. By partnering with Edwardsville Neighbors in Need, you become a neighbor that makes a difference.
I'm a neighbor.
I'm a neighbor.
I'm a neighbor.
I'm a neighbor. I am a neighbor. I'm a neighbor.
I'm a neighbor.
I'm a neighbor.
I'm a neighbor.
I'm a neighbor.
I'm a neighbor.
I'm a neighbor.
I'm a neighbor.